So I saw Piranha 3D, and my review could probably be done in like 4 words, which is sweet boobs and gore. That describes the movie, and if that's what you're looking for, is like a fun, cheesy kind of throwback horror movie, then you'll enjoy it. I guess I'd be kind of brief on this one because there's not that much to say about it. Like really, I mean, it's a remake of an old, stupid monster movie. Um, Basically, a earthquake happens below this lake during spring break. It opens up a little crevice, and these like prehistoric super piranhas come out, and they attack people. Um, all the spring breakers and stuff are just there for like carnage. There's a small group of like main characters who like are off doing something else, but they're also on the lake, and they have to try to survive. Like the main characters are basically like this kid. He's like 17 or so. I think he's still in high school. His mom is Elizabeth Shue. She's a sheriff or something. There's a girl that he likes that's not his girlfriend or not his girlfriend anymore. I don't know. And basically, spring break's going on. The kid wants to go have fun, but his mom's like paying him to babysit his little siblings. But he gives him the money that he got for babysitting, and he goes off anyways because he got a gig working for like this like Joe Francis, like Girls Gone Wild guy, played by Jerry O'Connell. Total scumbag, but like probably one of the more fun things about the movie. Um, to go like he's supposed to help him location scout and stuff, but it's just like doesn't make sense because the kid doesn't really do much of anything except ride along with this scumbag and watch him like talk girls and into doing sexual stuff. And so they're out on their own little boat shooting stuff and drinking, and the Jay O'Connell character is doing blow, and he's forcing the kids. The one girl that the kid likes comes along, and he's forcing her to do things that she's uncomfortable with, and he's uncomfortable with watching her do. And that's like the skeleton of a plot that carries the movie. The movie's not too interested in much of a plot. It's getting a lot of credit from critics and fans, and it's getting like really good ratings and stuff. I think it has like an 82% positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes because the movie it's not pretentious about what it is, and it doesn't try to be anything more. It's just giving you, if you're looking for a cheesy throwback horror movie, it's all it's trying to be, and nothing more. Um, I think in a way it kind of suffers for it a little bit. It really feels kind of soulless, like a soulless shell of a movie because of it. But maybe it's just that my tastes are changing. Like I tend to go for these types of things. Like every once in a while, like a brainless horror movie or brainless action movie. But at the same time, it's like I don't know. I think certain things are in the past for a reason. I mean, or you grow out of certain things for a reason. Like I think if I was a teenager, this would be one of the best movies ever made. But it's like yeah, once in a while I do like a dumb action movie or like a dumb horror movie or something like that. But you know what I like more than that? A smart action movie or a smart horror movie. Uh, I guess this movie is kind of smartly stupid. I mean, the people behind it are pretty talented. You have a good cast. The director is Alexandre Aja, if I'm saying that right. He did High Tension, which I liked up until the ending. He did the Hills Have Eyes remake, which I enjoyed quite a bit. So he knows his way around the genre, and he's trying something different here. It's not the movie doesn't try to be scary. Really, it's not scary. The only scares in it are because first of all, how are you supposed to be afraid of fish? I don't care how ugly they are. It's like a from the start. I don't know if I've never seen the old ones, but it's like a spoof of Jaws. And then the start of this movie, they do spoof Jaws. Richard Dreyfuss makes a cameo. Um, but he's going for laughs, you know, and he's going for stupidity. He's not like the only scares in it are like jump scares, which were good. Like I'll admit, I was in the theater and it was like a couple of them got me. I was like, whoa, because it's so loud and so fast that it does scare you. So it's cool. Like he's doing something. He's trying another corner of the genre, and he does find success in it. Like the guy is pretty good. I liked, like I said, I've gone through what I thought about his movies, but I don't think he's made a great horror film yet. But I think he is one of the better horror directors around. I like the cast. The kids in it were good. Actually, the teenage boy, his like younger siblings, I thought they were really good. Especially like the one little girl. She had a lot of spunk. Jerry O'Connell is just like brilliant at playing a scumbag, um, girls gone wild guy type. Um, it was like he was made to play this role. I don't know. Something tells me he does coke in real life. Could be wrong, but um, so it's a lot of they know what they're doing and they do it well here, and a lot of it's funny. The gore is super awesome. There's like some great gore in this, like people's faces getting ripped off, their heads getting torn off, their dicks getting torn off. I hope I don't ruin too much with that, but there is one kill involving a penis. You could probably guess who it is if you're paying attention to my review here. So like, overall, it works well enough. It's fast paced. Like there is like a bit of setup. It's short, okay. So there's a setup, and it allows itself some time to set up, but it's always throwing a few jokes here and there, and a few like, you know, action scenes, if you want to call them that, here and there. You get a few kills early on to whet your appetite, but then once like the shit breaks out, it's pretty much action till the end, and it is really like an orgy of gore for like a good 20 minutes. And it was really fun and well done. It's just like all these spring breakers that are partying in the water, just getting, like I said, torn up, just killed in awesome fashion. Like one thing that's bad about the gore is like some of it that happens underneath the water. It's like there's so much fish and stuff going on. All you kind of see is red, like blood. But when people come out of the water, holy shit! Or just some of them like if I could ruin one, like this girl gets her hair caught in a propeller of a boat, and then like they get it going or something, and it just tears her whole face off. One girl's getting like eaten underneath the water by the fish, and like every time you see her, she looks more and more like a skeleton. And that shit was great. I guess there is still a part of me that I do still have a soft spot for this kind of stuff. I just kind of surprised that people like loved it so much. Like it's getting such good reviews and shit. Um, but that's all you're gonna get out of it, and if that's all you're expecting, you're gonna have a good time because it's done well. It is kind of done well, even if it does kind of feel empty. Like it does kind of feel like people that like can do much better stuff are like kind of slumming it for fun. Um, but whatever. It was a good time at the movies. Like it is what it is. It's Piranha 3D. Um, what more is there to say, really? Um, some goofy stuff at the end, but I don't want to spoil anything. Um, some of the cameos like feel kind of wasted. Like Eli Roth, he's like a wet T-shirt guy, and all he does is stand there and spray a super soaker at girls. And Ving Rhames is in it, but like he only has one good scene where he grabs a motor and he starts like just killing hundreds of fish. Uh, Christopher Lloyd's in it, and you could tell they're trying to do a riff on his Doc Brown character, but they should have got him to say "Great Scott" when they first bring him a sample of one of these fish. It's like, why didn't he say "Great Scott"? It would have been awesome. Uh, anyways, I don't want to go too long about it. Really, sweet boobs and gore. There's lots of boobs. There could have been more boobs actually, um, and really cool gore. Kind of a shell of a story, and one of the main characters, Jerry O'Connell, is a real like ugly kind of scumbag, but he also makes it kind of fun too, I guess, in a way. I don't know. There's just something about it that felt kind of empty. but it was fun. It was what it was. As for the 3D, I was gonna try to see it not in 3D because honestly, I just don't like it. I mean, I would like it if I ever saw it done well. But honestly, the 3D was that was the only option at my theater, and I liked it more than Toy Story, which is weird because this was a movie that was made 3D after it was already done. It wasn't made with 3D in mind, which seems weird because like they do a lot of stuff straight at the camera. Who knows? But the 3D was actually kind of decent. Some of the stuff kind of popped out a little bit, and it didn't bother my eyes, so I was cool with it. I think if you're gonna go see it actually in the theater, 3D is the way to go. It just adds to the whole cheese factor of the whole experience. And there were a few effects that were kind of well done, um, including one where they barf at the screen. The girl barfs at the screen, but you can take it or leave it. But I say if you're gonna actually go see Piranha 3D in the theater, go see it in 3D just because you know to add to the experience. Even though I don't think 3D adds too much, I will be a believer in 3D when I see it done as well as I've seen it done years ago at Disney and Universal Studios. You go to any attraction, 3D attraction at Disney World or Universal Studios, they'll put stuff right in front of your face where you feel like you could reach out and touch it. They haven't done that in the movie theaters, so that's why I can never be impressed by 3D really because I've seen it done better, and I'm wondering why they can't get it done in movie theaters. If anyone has thoughts on this, please talk about it. I want to hear what people think because I'm telling you, I've seen 3D where it really comes and sits in front of your face, and I'd love to see that done in like a regular movie in a theater. But right now, it just feels like I'm paying more for some half-ass technology where there's some depth in it. Stuff comes a little bit out, and sometimes it's just like Toy Story. It ruined it for me. But overall, I thought Piranha 3D was good for the reasons I said because it is what it is. It does what it sets out to do. It just doesn't set out to do that much, unfortunately. I'm not gonna go as high as some people went with this. I think it's something where like once the hype of it wears off, people will be like, "Yeah, it was pretty good. It was like a fun time," but to me that doesn't equal much more than 3 out of 5 stars. Um, I don't know what's coming up next, but thanks for watching, guys.